Son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos así. Despierta, Mariana, despierta, mira que ya amaneció. Ya los pajarillos cantan, la luna ya se metió. Alabío, alabao, alabim, bom, bao. Mariana, Mariana, ra, ra, ra.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Mariana Más Books. My name is Mariana and today I am starting to film my first ever reading vlog. We will see how this goes. So at the moment it is Wednesday, no, Tuesday. It's Tuesday, Tuesday the 14th, which means my birthday was yesterday. And it is currently the morning, and so I'm going to work for a little bit, not too much. I'm taking work slow this month. I just went to my hospital checkups and stuff, and mentally I'm not in the best place. So I'm just going to write a quick newsletter for work, and then I think I'm going to film a couple of videos, and then yeah, we'll see where the wind takes me.
Oils of war flowed into Egypt, and that gold mines churned at full capacity. It probably didn't hurt that foreign kings to the north of Egypt, in the Levant, heard about these successful campaigns and felt cowed enough to keep some tribute payments coming into Egypt.
Come, they told me, bum, 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 bum. A newborn king to see, bum, 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 bum.
Okay, so I just finished, I already wrote the newsletter that I had to write, and I just finished filming 2 videos that you have probably already seen go up. Maybe you haven't watched them, but you saw them go up. And I didn't do anything about my face and hair situation, fingerless glove situation, just like, yeah, I wasn't feeling up. I wanted to film, but I didn't want to, like, I don't know, do my hair or whatever. Not that I do my hair anyway. If you've seen my videos, you know, but I usually, like, at least, don't. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go eat now, and I will see you a bit later. The thing about booktube, guys, is that you open up your booktube channel because you like to read, but then when you open up your booktube channel you stop reading because you either read or you film and edit. I mean, obviously you don't completely stop reading, but for example, right now I want to edit one of the videos that I filmed in the morning, the one that is going up tomorrow, and I was thinking I could read all afternoon to do the actual reading portion of the reading blog, but instead I'm going to edit, not because I don't want to. I mean, it sounds like if it's a chore, but actually editing is my favorite part of the whole process. But yeah, so I'm not going to read all afternoon because I'm going to to edit for a while. I'll see if I can read for a bit before dinner and stuff. I mean, I am going to read today. I read every day. I read every day before bed. Just not necessarily the book that I thought I was going to read for this vlog, which I now realize that I think I didn't mention which book I was going to read for the vlog, or officially for the vlog. I want to read Letters from Father Christmas by J.R.R. Tolkien. That's the book that I officially want to read for this reading blog. So I don't know if I'm going to get to that one this afternoon. I will definitely read before bed because I always do on my Kindle. I'm currently reading Mary Inkmas by Talia Hibbert, so that one I will definitely be reading before bed. I'll tell you a bit about it tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to edit for a while. Let's see if I can keep it short because, as I said, editing is my favorite part, so sometimes I get too entertained and I say that I'm just going to be editing for an hour and then I just keep going because I am having too much fun. So let's see if I can start the book Letters from Father Christmas today, and if not, for sure tomorrow, because tomorrow I have to go to get my booster shot. So I'm not planning on doing anything but that. So I will probably have all afternoon to read. And I'm thinking of uploading this on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. So I am thinking that from here to Sunday I can finish. But yeah, so let's go edit. I was right, you guys. I had too much fun editing the video for tomorrow and so I didn't start Letters from Father Christmas, but I'm in bed right now and I'm going to read a little bit before I go to sleep. I'm going to keep reading Mary Inkmas by Talia Hibbert, which I started yesterday. It is a romance novella. I am only, I think, 10% into the book, but it's Talia Hibbert, so it's pretty much guaranteed. I think she's one of the few authors where I can buy her books straight away without having a sample or anything first. So I'm going to keep reading. It's a tattoo artist romance with his receptionist, something like that, and it's only a novella, so probably we'll finish it tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm going to read for a little bit and I'll see you guys tomorrow. First shot of the booster shot. First dose of the booster shot done. Depending on how this goes, I might or might not see you later or tomorrow. Depending on how much it hits me. Hopefully it won't. But yay. Hey, so it's a bit later. Everything is good. I didn't feel bad. I didn't have a headache or anything. At least not yet. Hopefully I won't tomorrow. But I was feeling just a bit tired. Not bad, just tired. And it's super cold today, so I just wanted to come lie in my bed and cover myself under the covers. and read for a bit. And because whenever I want to feel cozy, I like to read romance, so I thought I would keep reading Mary Inkmas by Talia Hibbert, and I'm so disappointed, you guys. I'm seriously considering DNFing it. I think this is the first Talia Hibbert I've read that I am not liking, to the point where I am considering DNFing it. I had never read a Talia Hibbert book where the main characters have no chemistry. I am thinking this might be one of her first books or something, because what I didn't think Talia Hibbert was capable of writing characters without chemistry. And on top of that, I love romance. You know this. I love reading romance, but I can acknowledge that romance is a genre of cliches. There are tons of cliches in romance, and we are all fine with that. We know that, we acknowledge it, okay? But sometimes those cliches are a bit too much. They are always too much, but sometimes they cross the line. The other day I was watching a video from Kim of Middle of the Book March. She was doing, I think, the ratings and reviews tag, and in one of the questions they ask what makes a book bad, and she was saying how one of the things that makes a book bad is or are similes, and that made me laugh just in general the way she says it in her video. But I was reading this book and I remembered Kim because the amount of similes, and I don't know if this is what Kim meant, but I'm thinking it was. It's I'm just here rolling my eyes. So I'm reading this chapter where the main character, the heroine, she's talking to the hero about her mom, and she says how her mom was addicted to romance, not as a genre, to romance in her real life, and she's saying about how romance is like a champagne of glass where in order to keep feeling it you need to keep drinking it, and the bubbles and it goes flat, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I mean, a couple pages later, and I'm going to read it to you. A couple of pages later, the heroine is describing the hero, and she says, in fact, she had started to think of him as a cup of coffee, black with a shot of gingerbread syrup curled up at the bottom. Someone just needed to stir him up and make him sweet all the way through. Just a couple of pages after the one I told you about the champagne, so I'm double rolling my eyes, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep going. 2 pages later, that quote I read for you was page 69. 2 pages later, page 71, it says, listen, beauty is like a firework. It shines, you stare, and then it's gone. Mentioning it is just pointless. 2 pages after the coffee one, which was like 2 pages after the champagne one. But if it was just that, if it was just the similes and the cliches, I can just roll my eyes and keep going. There's this thing I do as a reader when I'm reading romance. I can forgive pretty much anything as long as I love the couple. If I love the couple I'm reading, if I'm loving the chemistry, etc., I will forgive pretty much anything. I will acknowledge when a book is objectively bad or badly written or whatever, but I'll think I don't care. I like the couple, so I'm going to keep reading. But if I don't like the couple, if I don't believe them, if I don't feel the chemistry, then all of the tiny flaws that are within romance become bigger, and all the cliches and all of the, I don't know, the poor writing or whatever it has, it becomes bigger because I'm not feeling the characters, I'm not feeling the chemistry. So I think I'm going to DNF it. I am super sad about it. I think it might be a sin against Romancelandia to DNF a Talia Hibbert book. I might have my romance fan card removed because I don't think that's allowed. But I think I'm going to DNF it, and I'm going to start Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater, which was gifted to me recently from my friend Cara. So yes, I'm going to DNF Mary Inkmas, and I'm going to start Half a Soul, and I will tell you all about it. Okay, I literally just started Half a Soul, but I had to come and tell you guys I am hoping, just from the first paragraph alone, it bodes well. It bodes well. Sometimes I get oversaturated about the way that romance books are written. You can only read so much romance before you need a break. And I just messaged my friend Cara to tell her, as I read the first paragraph, it felt like a breath of fresh air. The quirky, charming sense of humor and the way it is written, very fairy tale esque. It felt like a breath of fresh air after DNFing the romance that I just told you guys about. I just want to read you the first paragraph. I love the first line, and the first paragraph it says, Theodora Eloisa Charity Ettings was a very long name for a very small girl. That's the first line. I think it's a very good first line. This, her aunt liked to say, was probably why she was such a handful. By the time one had fully shouted the words, Theodora Eloisa Charity Ettings, you get back here this instant, said 10-year-old girl was almost always long gone. So, yeah, it bodes well. I'm going to keep reading. Hey guys, so it turns out that the booster shot did get me. I have been dying all day. Dying, I swear. All day. I had a fever in the middle of the night. I woke up and I had this big headache. Everything hurts. My arm hurts. My body hurts. Everything hurts. So I have been in my bed all day. I felt a little better right now, so I finally started letters from Father Christmas, and I decided to do a small checking with you guys. I it's a perfect book right now because when I feel bad, so I just needed something easy and cozy, and it's adorable. It's adorable. I love it so much. So, Letters from Father Christmas is a compilation of the letters that Tolkien wrote to his sons as his sons and daughter, as if he were Father Christmas. So the first letter appeared in 1920, says the introduction, when his eldest son was 3 years old. And so Tolkien also, he was an artist. He did illustrations and such, and so he did the most amazing letters for his children, as if he were Father Christmas. And the letters are amazing. He does the calligraphy and he puts illustrations, and I'm going to insert a clip next to this one, so you can see a bit of the book in the inside. It's beautiful, and I just it moves me so much. I mean, the love this man had for his children. The letters are so detailed and so beautiful, and the book is great because you have the pictures, the scans of the letters, but then you also have typed the text of the letter, so you can read what the letter says. One of the cutest things about the letters is that Tolkien, being Tolkien, he created a whole world in the North Pole. So the letters have actually have characters and places, and his kids, after a few years of getting the letters, they already knew all the characters, and there was this polar bear and the dwarves and the gnomes and all of that. And so that was so magical, and he actually he got the postman to deliver the letters, so they had North Pole postage and everything. And I just wanted to read just a tiny bit from the introduction, so you got an idea about the book. As time went on, Father Christmas' household became larger, and whereas at first little is heard of anyone else except the North Polar Bear, later on there appear snow elves, red gnomes, snowmen, cave bears, and the polar bear's nephews, Paxu and Valkotuka, who came on a visit and never went away. But the polar bear remained Father Christmas's chief assistant, and the chief cause of the disasters that led to muddles and deficiencies in the Christmas stockings. And sometimes he wrote on the letters his comments in angular capitals using a thick pen because he had a fat paw. Isn't that just adorable? Okay, just let me continue because it's amazing. Eventually, Father Christmas took on as his secretary an elf named Ilbereth, and in the later letters, elves play an important part in the defense of Father Christmas' house and store cellars against attacks by goblins. These attacks would often explain why it had not been possible to fill the children's stockings with what they had wished for, instead being replaced by substitutes. That's the most creative parenting I have ever seen. I mean, parents usually invent things about why you don't get what you asked for, but I mean, goblin attacks, that's just super creative. I mean, please look at the envelope. Master John Francis Tolkien. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. This one is from 1923, and as I said, he does like the calligraphy, and it's all shaky because it's Father Christmas. Let me try to find one where, look, another envelope. Let me try to find one where the polar bear writes. Here, for example, this one, it's a postscript by the great polar bear. And he writes in this big fat calligraphy because he has this big fat paw. It's adorable. It's just the most adorable thing I've seen. Okay, guys, it is 2 days later, and my feeling better streak lasted for about 2 hours. Since the last clip you saw where I showed you a bit of the book, of the letters from Father Christmas, it lasted like 2 hours, my feeling better streak, and then I went back to sleep, and then I slept all day on Friday, and Saturday, today is Sunday, I had a headache, my body hurt like crazy. I felt bad, okay? I felt bad. So I just wanted to do a quick sort of wrap up of the book because I talked a lot about how much I love the letters and how adorable they are, and the illustrations and the characters and everything. But there's something I didn't mention that I just wanted to talk about really quickly. Because something that I really loved is that through the letters you can see the passage of time. You can see Tolkien's kids grow up, and that is also super special. So for example, the first letter is in 1920 when John was 3 years old, and the first letters are addressed to John, and then they are addressed to John and Christopher, and then the letters start mentioning questions about, Christopher and Priscilla, please say hi to your brother. I haven't heard from John anymore. He hasn't written to me anymore, etc. So they start wondering where John is because John is growing older. And then around 1935, when John would be 18 already, the letters are addressed only to Master Christopher and Miss Priscilla. And so he doesn't write to John anymore. And then the final letters are only addressed to Priscilla. And through the letters you have mentions of things like, congratulations Christopher, because I know you will learn how to write, or things like that. So you can see the passage of time in Tolkien's family, in Tolkien's kids, through his letters, and that also makes it super special. Other than that, I mean, there's not much else to say. It's adorable, it's a masterpiece, it's a 5-star book, it's a book to read and reread and reread every Christmas. But I hope you enjoyed the reading vlog. It was super fun to film. I don't think I will be doing a lot of them because they are a lot of work to edit. How do you guys do vlogmas? How do you do it? Anyway, so that will be it for the reading vlog. I just wanted to quickly wrap it up and say goodbye. I will see you with a tag for my next video. I think I will be doing tags for the rest of the year. I have this idea of filming all of the tags that I have behind to post them for the end of the year, for the last week of December. So we'll see how that goes. We'll call it Tagmas and we'll see if it happens. I'm not making any promises, but this is the idea I have. In the meantime, these are my plans. The next one definitely will be a tag. Let's see how many of them I can do. And I hope you are having a great month. And in the meantime, happy reading.
Adiós. Un aplauso. Sí.